Hey, Ken, guess what?
What's that, Adam?
We get a new sponsor.
We do.
Yeah, support for the Special Conditions podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, Ken. The 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. The Lawnmower 4.0 is actually an awesome piece of tech. It's got electromagnetic induction charging.
You mean wireless charging?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
No, this is a great offer. Thanks to Manscaped so much for sending over Adam and I the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. I've heard plenty of Manscaped ads on other podcasts, and I finally understand what the hype is all about. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using the code BALLCHECK, BALLCHECK. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 93 of the Special Conditions podcast, where our love for Pokemon and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, Ken Pescator. Hey, guess what? It's September 1st. Where did August go?
Dude, this whole year's been a blur.
It's like, what happened? What happened?
Forget August. I'm still recovering from March 2020.
I've already forgot. I can't forget anymore.
What's up, man?
Not too much. I'm excited for the show. Are you excited?
Of course I'm excited, man. It's a podcast. I love podcasting.
I love the podcast. All right,
do.
So on today's show, guess what we're going to talk about?
Probably Evolving Skies.
Yes, Evolving Skies is here, and we'll dig into the available products and kind of just go over the general vibe. The card of the week this week is Rayquaza VMAX. We'll get into our TN Comics pack opening, but with a twist. We'll be opening up our Calyrex V-boxes. Ken has the Ice Rider, and I have the Shadow Rider. We'll be opening up those boxes live on Instagram in the middle of the podcast.
This should be fun. It's like in podcast Inception.
So
yeah,
I'm excited.
It should be fun. It should be fun.
Anarath will be the featured card for Art of the Week. And the Draft the World tournament has been announced, and it will be streamed on Twitch.
I'm excited for this. This is pretty neat. I like the concept.
I know a little bit about it, so
All right.
You're going to have to walk me through a lot of this.
I shall.
And then we're going to wrap up with a discussion to help prep you for the upcoming rotation.
It's here, man. The rotation is on us. It's like going to be
upon
here
us.
before we know it.
Isn't it the 10th? I think it's
the 10th. Yeah, it's like just over a week away from the time of this recording.
You know, I keep seeing people posting decks. They're like, "Oh, this is the best deck ever. This is
for the
awesome."
next 9 days.
Yeah, that's exactly what my thoughts are. I'm like, I don't even play right now because it's just a waste. It's a waste of time and energy, in my opinion.
Let's table that for a minute, because I do want to talk about that when we get to the rotation at the end of the show, because I have heard a lot of chatter with that sentiment. But we'll get there at the end.
Yeah, and then people are playing like formats like with like the physical cards that are, Sword and Shield up until what is it? Chilling Reign, but it's like that's not even a format.
It's not even
it wouldn't be a format.
All right, well, there are new cards out, Adam. Evolving Skies hit stores on the 27th of August, so just a couple days ago. The set contains a bunch of dragons. We knew that. It's also full of the evolutions.
Which people are going bananas over.
You sometimes forget, like, Eevee is like the second face of Pokemon. Like Pikachu, as far as the cutesy Pokemon are concerned, like it's always Pikachu, but then it's always Eevee. So there is a lot of love for Eevee out there.
And even more love for the evolutions.
Yes.
Just saying.
Especially like in full art form. They look stunning. But we'll dig into Rayquaza VMAX in Card of the Week. But there's a bunch of awesome and gorgeous high-performing dragons in the set. Regidrago, Solomon's, Drampa. I love Drampa. Drampa's in there. They're all represented, along with Dragonite V. There's Duraludon VMAX. I saw so many people talking about Skyscraper decks already. So, Adam, what are your first impressions of the set? What should we be on the lookout for? And, obviously we'll get into Rayquaza in a second, but like, what are the other cards here that are going to be the heavy hitters and the popular stuff?
So Flaafy is what you want for a playset of, because it has Dynamotor, which is the same thing as Malamar from... I don't even know what set it was, but the one that allowed you to grab psychic energies from the discard and attach them to one of your Pokemon on the bench. So it is definitely a must-have, because that's going to be, like, you can basically make a box deck and just throw in, like, Rainbow Energies or Aurora Energies and drop whatever you want to play, and then just use Dynamotor to fulfill, like, the other colorless energy cost in the requirement. So I can't wait to see what players come up with. And the other thing will be Rayquaza and Rayquaza VMAX, because that is, like, insane.
Yeah, I that's why I picked it for a card of the week, because I've heard a lot of people getting hyped on the card. It's like Pokemon Go. When Rayquaza is around, people go bananas. When it's available in the TCG, people go bananas. Like, when was the last time this card or that Pokemon was represented in card form? It's been a while, right?
I believe it was...
A lot of these dragons.
It was another Skies.
I don't know.
It was another all about the sky.
Yeah, the flying
yeah, because they had, and it was a big set because it was Shaman. That's when they were doing, like, the level X. No, not level X. What was it? Oh,
I don't know. But what's up with Duraludon? Is this going to be another threat here?
Duraludon will be a threat. It's scary because you can, like, Metal Trans with Bronzong and move the energies around. You can use Metal Saucer on Metal Pokemon to energy acceleration, and then you've got the Cheryl, because it's an evolution, so you move all the energies off, you play Cheryl, heal all the damage from it. There's no weakness, so if you're not one-shotting this, it's going to be very hard to one-shot it.
Interesting. No, I mean, it's like I think Just Will said that he was building it, right? Like, didn't he already build it?
No, I think he was talking about the Salamence that he wanted to build.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of people put together decks, and this is always a fun time for, like, deck building, because no one really knows the counters yet. So it's like people.
Well, that's
just
the thing. There's really
fun.
no counters to Rayquaza. Like, Rayquaza is just a beefy Pokemon that has no weakness.
Well, all right. Well, let's talk about it. So, card of the week is Rayquaza VMAX. It's based on the Dynamax form, so it's that design of Rayquaza, which is awesome. It comes in 3 varieties. You got your standard VMAX, the secret rare, and an alternate art secret rare. Adam, tell us about the card. You already mentioned Flaafy. We know that Dynamotor is going to be, like, just everywhere when it comes to these dragon decks. But what's up with this card, and how do you think people are gonna play it?
So, when Malamar first came out, there was a dragon type called Ultra Necrozma, and that said you could discard as many energies as you wanted, but you had to discard it needed a metal and a psychic energy. So it was easy to get the psychic energy, and you could just multiply that with every single time you powered that up and use the ability, and then you just one-shot whatever you wanted. I think it was like 80 times whatever the energy discarded was. So, like, that was brutal back in that time. So this is, like, the same thing happening. So you've got Rayquaza VMAX. It's got 320 hit points. It is a dragon type, and it is a rapid strike Pokemon. So therefore, it can abuse any of the rapid strike item cards, any of the scrolls, any of the special energies. You can even play, like, a 1/1 Octillery to go grab it. The possibilities are endless, as some would say. But you've got the ability. It's Azure Pulse. It says once during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 3 cards. So if you don't have anything, you can just discard your hand and draw a new hand.
Yeah.
And this works out perfectly too, because if you play, like, Crobat, you discard your hand. All of a sudden you play Crobat. you draw 3 new cards. Or 4 new cards, sorry, because you're drawing 3. It has a attack called Max Burst. It's for 1 fire and 1 lightning. So, ooh, that sounds familiar. Ultra Necrozma. It does 20 damage plus. It says you may discard any amount of basic fire energy or any amount of basic lightning energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 80 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. So that's 180 if you discard 2 lightning.
Right, but with Flaafy, you're putting at least 1. You're discarding your hand with the Rayquaza ability. You're putting energies into your discard, and then
Correct.
with Flaafy, you use its ability Dynamotor to take the energy back out of the discard and put it onto Rayquaza. And then if you have any other acceleration stuff going on, you could get a couple energies on this thing, and before you know it, it's pumping.
Exactly. It's got a 2 retreat, huge. Not a 3. It's got a 2 retreat. So guess what? You can use Air Balloon.
Oh, yes.
And then you just rotate. And then you play Escape Rope. So if they think that they can hide stuff, you're just like, well, I'll use Escape Rope. And it gets it back to the bench. And, whatever. If you have the active with the Air Balloon, you put it on a Flaafy or something, you Dynamotor, attach, and then they brought up something that's weaker than what they had thought that they could stall with, and then you bring that up and just continuously take knockouts. You don't even need to play Boss's Orders. I mean, I will say Boss's Orders is like a 2 of in this deck. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's nice to have for situations, but being able to utilize like Escape Rope and just be able to take knockouts as you please, essentially, I think that's going to be a bigger threat. Because people won't expect to be like pushed out of the active constantly.
100, but not for nothing. 180 for 3 energy with Max Burst, when you could pretty much set this thing up every turn if you're running Flaafy like really well.
Yeah, and it's already going to be a consistent deck because it's 2 stage 1s essentially.
Right. But I see a lot of people putting 4 energy on this thing, discarding all 4 energy, doing the attack, doing 260.
That knocks out a lot of V Pokemon.
Exactly.
I think the only one that survives is a Wailord V.
So I don't know. I see why people are excited for this. I see why they're going to want to put it together. And, out of the gate, what's the counter here?
There is none. I thought there was an evolution that stopped lightning abilities, but there's not. There's 3 evolutions, and like the evolutions say like, oh, if this is a memory capsule, it stops grass Pokemon with abilities, or fire or water Pokemon with abilities. And I'm like, great.
I don't know. I could see people really just trying to use like the text box ability, like nullifying abilities through the text box rule, like cards that have that engine. But as far as like attacking Rayquaza, I don't see anything, like no direct counter. So that's really interesting. But does that mean that everyone under the sun is going to be running this?
It will be one of the best decks.
You see the prices on TCG Player already? They're astronomical.
I that's one thing that I just haven't looked at.
It's so not worth it. Like when the cards first come out, the population on TCG Player is so low. It's like, it's ridiculous how pricey these cards are. But not for nothing, the artwork is absolutely phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of the Rainbow Secret Rare. It just looks really awesome.
I am not a fan of the Rainbow Secret Rare.
Really?
I'm more of a fan of the normal art than even the alternate art.
The alt art is amazing. The alt art looks like a canvas painting. It looks super cool. It's like if Bob Ross painted a card of
Happy
Rayquaza.
little Rayquaza.
It's a happy little Rayquaza over here. Like, it's just a happy little mistake, dude. It's all good. No, they all really, really look good. But the important thing here is, the Flaafy. I think that's just an oddball Pokemon now that it's running that, that Dynamotor ability. It's just
I
going to
think
be
the best part
see it everywhere.
is that it's just an uncommon.
That's what it's so funny.
But it's so
good,
powerful. And then even Flaafy with like Bolton. Bolton turn one, or like if you go second, like you can attach the energy, you can search your deck for 2 other lightning energies, and then it's your opponent's turn. And then they attack, they do whatever they need to do. And then it's your turn again. You evolve all of your Mareeps into Flaafys. You Dynamotor a bunch of different Boltons. And then Bolton does 30 damage plus, I think it's 20 for each. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's 20 for each energy. So it's like you could just like dump a bunch of energies and just be attacking with this. And it's like you're either taking 2 prizes or 1. So you can balance that out. I mean, even Flaafy can attack. Just don't forget that. Even Flaafy can attack. So you can put 3 energies on Flaafy and hit for 50. It's not a lot of damage, but it is a 1 prizer, so keep that in mind.
All right, Adam, we have an interesting art of the week here. This is Anarath. And when the random number generator gave us this last week, it was kind of interesting. I was like, this isn't necessarily a particularly cute Pokemon, or I don't know. It's just kind of weird. The fossils are don't have much like curb appeal, I guess you would say. But Anarath was kind of interesting to go down the rabbit hole here. And I've got 4 examples. I want to hear your take on them. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com and check out the blog so you can see what cards we're talking about. I'll list them all there with links to their TCG player page so you can look at the card in detail and pick it up if you so choose. If you happen to pick it up, it will help the show. All right, first one I have here, Adam, Cosmic Eclipse Anarath. The illustrator is Sumiyoshi Kazuki. And normally, like I looked at all of this artist's cards, right? Normally, the cards have a very like cartoonish feel, like they almost look like they're done in crayon. But this Anarath is a little bit more serious. It looks like a painting almost. But this is more like what you would expect if this was like wildlife photography or something that just happened to catch like a Pokemon snap of an Anarath, right? Like this is more photorealistic, I guess.
Yes. This one looks the most like in its element.
Yeah,
in my
looks
opinion.
alive.
Like,
it looks alive.
Yeah, and it looks underwater. It looks pretty sick.
Nice. Yeah. No, I really like this one. Cosmic Eclipse wasn't too long ago. But this one is cool because, of course, it evolves from the fossil card itself, and I actually have that one listed next. So this is the Trainer Claw Fossil Anarath item card from Steam Siege, no less. But
oh gosh.
I just love this one because it almost doesn't look like a claw. Check out the blog. Let us know what you think it looks like. But it almost looks like a crescent roll, in my opinion, but it could also look like something else. But anyway, it's this is the basic. It plays the role of the basic Pokemon, and you would almost like evolve Anarath from the fossil item card. And this is from Tootsie Beach, is the name of the artist. And this artist has done over 200 cards, like 215 cards or something like that, which is absolutely insane in my opinion. So if you check out the link in the description, I'll put a link to the Bulbapedia page for this artist so you can see all the cards they've done. It's insane. It blows my mind that one artist, like we've talked about artists on here, and we're like last week we had the one that had done all that work for Capcom, and they did 1 card for Pokemon. And now like this guy's done 210. Like I just love that. I thought that was just absolutely cool. And the fact that this is just a fossil card is just a little funny. So funny, haha, la la.
Listen, right, the best part of Anarath is the fact that, like, for the longest time, I thought that Anarath's eyes were the red, like, triangles on its forehead. I never actually picked up that the actual circles that are popping off the side of its head were actually its eyes. So, like, the second I saw that, I'm like, oh, God, Ice Age. It's the sloth. It's the sloth.
Well, wait till you see Armaldo. I mean,
that's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. But how do you not know that those are its eyes? They're giant beady eyes.
I know, but it was probably like a year ago that I like put that together. When I started this, like when this podcast started, around that time is when I realized that.
That's like when you look at Diglett and you're like, maybe Diglett's nose isn't like pink with a shiny spot. Maybe that's its open mouth with 1 tooth. Did you ever hear that?
No. Now I need to find a
send you the
Diglett
picture. Once you see it, you'll never be able to unsee it. So instead of looking at it like its nose, think of it of its open mouth, like, oh, with like one tooth. It's the funniest thing. You'll never, ever, ever be able to unsee it ever again. It's the greatest thing ever. But anyway, Adam, I did bring another Steam Siege. So we talked about, Anarath card evolving off of the trainer card. So this is the actual one from Steam Siege. And this one is Shigenori Negishi. And this person has done a ton of cards. They all feature like really bold colors, vivid backgrounds. I like the backgrounds of all these cards. But like action poses, I mean, Anarath can't really show off too much action, but look at the background on this card. It's almost like framed out where you see like this really nice water background with like light shining through, and it's real bold, real vivid, almost like tattoo style, like a flash tattoo. Like that's what this kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, it looks, I mean, for me, it looks like Anarath just went into like a green screen room and they slid over the ocean.
Ah, that's funny. It's like a cruise ship photo.
Yes, exactly.
That is so funny. It kind of looks like that. So it definitely, but that's exactly what I mean. It's like, it's the background is bold and vivid, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, that is really funny. That's a funny way to see it. Like it's like a Snapchat background or something. It's so funny. That's so funny.
It's all about perspective.
But then I have one more, and this one is definitely a far departure from the other three. And this is Anarath from Power Keepers. And Midori Harada is the artist here. And I think we might have even featured some of Harada's art before, but they've been designing merch, like Pokemon merch, since 1996. And from 96 to 2001, did merchandise illustration, and then in 2002 started doing TCG. And the other amazing thing, I had no idea, I found this when I was researching her, was that she actually designed a bunch of the maps for the official game guides that came out. Like, remember the like survival guides, or like the Prima games, whatever, like when they would come out with like the original game guide, and it had like a fold out map of like Hoenn or Johto.
Yeah.
She did them. She did that. I'm getting, if you hear anything in the background, I'm getting, the New Jersey weather is absolutely crazy. We're getting clobbered with like 60-mile-an-hour winds and rain, so we've been getting flood and tornado warnings all night. So, yeah, I have it turned off, but there's like 87 internet-connected devices in this house, so they all beep at random times whenever these alerts come through. But anyway, yeah, so if you look up some of the old, like the original Kanto map from the original like official red and blue game guide, she did the map. So that's just super cool. Super, super cool. But what do you think of the style of this one? How would you describe this? Like, I don't even know how to describe the style.
It's very... it's very realistic. It's got a lot of details. Like there's like a lot of shading.
It looks like it could be done in charcoal, maybe.
Yeah. Like you feel the sand that it's like,
yes,
it's near. You feel like
it's the shading definitely. I spent 3 hours on her upper lip. If you know Napoleon Dynamite, you get that. But no, it's the shading gives it a textured look. Like you definitely can. It just seems like it has texture to the body of it. I don't know. It's super cool, but definitely a departure from the other cards. I think this one might be my favorite.
Yeah, and then it clearly gives you the eyes on this one.
Now all Adam can see is the eyes. Yes, they're eyeballs. So funny. But this was an interesting set too. Power Keepers, like the card itself, like the text box is a little different. The energies for the attacks are like offset from the text box, so it like looks it just looks unique. Like I don't even remember this.
Well, I mean, I remember it. Power Keepers was such a good set. I love the energies from it.
You were playing, isn't this like during the period that you were playing competitively?
Yes.
Like hardcore?
Yeah.
So nice. But I think out of the four, I like this one best. But check out the blog. Let us know which is your favorite. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to like the Anorith from Steam Siege, the one from Negishi. I just think it's the green screen one, the cruise photo one. It's super cool. It's super cool. I like it a lot. But Adam, I say we take a little break.
Let's take the break.
When we come back, I'll fill you in on Draft the World, and then I need your help preparing for the rotation. I mean, I'm fortunate enough that you built me a ball guy deck that's rotation proof, but I know a lot of people out there might be in the situation where they're like, uh-oh, I got to change my deck in the next week. What do I do? So I want to talk about that. What do you think?
I think that is a excellent plan.
All right. We'll be back right after this.
And welcome back. Ken, how was your break?
I just got finished chugging a bottle of water.
That's what I forgot to do. The whole break, I was like, let me look at my new cards because I just pulled a full art Stunfisk, and I forgot to take a sip of my tea. So hang on.
I literally pounded an entire water. I almost did like my son, the way he drinks like water, like crushes the bottle into his face as he's drinking it. Like I drank it so fast, I was collapsing the bottle as I was going. Oh, but Adam, we got a little housekeeping.
All right, this podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check us out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support the show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration is in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. We want to give a huge shout out and congratulations to Just Will for winning the last.
Took down Adam.
He took me down. It was pretty bad. Yeah, he got me. He got me good.
No, I'm super excited for him.
My king of the hill, my reign of terror has ended.
Well, what's going to be interesting is, today's the first of the month, so this weekend I will be announcing September's PTCGO tournament, and we're going to be post rotation, Adam. So this should be interesting. I think we're going to see a bunch of new decks, because for like the last 3 months, a lot of us have been using the same deck. I know I have, and you have. So.
Yeah, I think I got to take out my my Hoopa, and no, maybe not Hoopa. Maybe I do. I think I have to take out my Hoopa and then my Eviltals.
Yeah, everyone's got to pull all their Dedenes. Sorry. All right. Yeah. Shout to Just Will though, for real. That was pretty awesome.
And a huge shout out to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Dig Dug Rob, Grant, Jamal, JD Mojo Jojo, Magic Carpe Diem, Sharkfin, Talon, Tish, TN Comics Wiz, and Big Za Minus.
Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
And special thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We said her name twice.
Right. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's a few other ways you can help us out. If you're listening to us on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. Finally, you can visit our merch store at PokemonProfessor.com/merch. Pick up some special condition swag, because I still haven't seen anybody in a t-shirt or a hoodie or a coffee mug.
I've seen it. What are you talking about? But anyway, for some reason, Teespring is messing with me, and the storefront itself is down at the moment. All the merch is still there, so you can actually still get all the merch. It's just our storefront is down. So there might be some issues with the link over the next couple days. I'm getting it worked out. Teespring has been a pain in the butt over the last week, but it'll all work out. Adam, Draft the World.
Draft the
What an
world,
epic name.
world.
What an epic name, exactly. This is a new tournament. It's been announced for September.
I feel like this is something from Fortnite where it's like, save the world.
It's the 18th and the 19th of September. It's going to showcase the best of the 2014 to 2019 Pokemon World Championships. The tournament will be a double elimination bracket. Each round is going to focus on a different world championship. Like each different round will represent a different year. All the players are going to be using the exact copies of the decks from that year. But to make it even more interesting, the players in the tournament, which is going to be curated from Pokemon, like the people who play, the players are going to have to draft into the decks they want. So it's definitely going to add like this unique spin on a bracket tournament, because they have to draft in to the pre-made decks. Like the decks are already set because there'll be the exact lists from the 2014 to 2019 World Championships. So it's very unique. But Adam, what do you think of this? Who do you think they're going to have to play this? I guess they bring back the top 2 or 4 from each of those years. I don't know who they're going to pick.
I have no idea how they're going to make this work, but this sounds so cool.
I mean, it's pretty much like I guess it's like an expanded format tournament at that point or whatever, an unlimited format, because they're just using outdated decks. But the interesting thing is that period is larger than one standard format rotation. It's 5 years. So,
yeah, well, they just keep rotating each year. So, like,
right. Each round, the competitors are going to have a different deck from that year. But they, like, it's going to be so hard to prepare for this. That's what's going to make it fun. And they're streaming it on Pokemon Twitch. So, the whole tournament
awesome.
will be up. Yes.
This is going to be a must see.
No, I think this is really cool. I think it's unique. I think it's a cool way to see epic, like battles and elite level play, but kind of out of their comfort zone. They're not going to be using the decks that they've, developed over time. They're drafting into a deck that they probably have never played before. So that's kind of fun. So I'm really looking forward to this. I maybe we'll see some big names, come out. I don't know who they're going to have. So we'll have to see the 18th and the 19th on Twitch. Adam,
be there.
This is where I need your help. We've been talking about the rotation for a month now. It's going to be here on the 10th. Big changes are coming. Help me understand what the general population of TCG competitive players needs to worry about, because tag teams are going away. Dedenne, that became popular because of the trainer toolkit, so a lot of people had that card. That's going away. Some stadium cards are really getting shook up. What is the big change here? Not just specific Pokemon, but mechanically, it's the tag team thing that it really it's gone.
Yeah, so the tag team strategy, so ADP will finally be rotated, which is amazing, exciting. I'm excited. Everybody's excited about that one.
I think everybody except the people that used ADP up to the last day.
People are still using it as we speak. The last time I logged
into... I see it in the Versus ladder. I see it all the time.
Listen, the last time I logged into PTCGO, which was recently, by the way, I just logged in and I was like, I don't even know what I'm playing against. It was a Zacian, and then it was this, and then it was that, and then all of a sudden it's they played the ADP, and then energy switched, and then just brought it up all in one turn, and they had the Moltres with the dark energy, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on right now?
ADP box deck.
Yeah, so it was very frustrating. But we also lose Mew and Mewtwo tag team.
Yes. Yep.
That's a big one. Melmetal and Lucario tag team, because that was for Luke Metal. And then you had the Mewtwo, which kind of just basically that kept alive every single GX Pokemon possible, because then it could use the GX attacks from all of them, providing it had the energies, yada, yada, yada. The Dedenne GX, which was a consistency card across the board, is going to be thrown away.
Don't forget about trainers like Mallow and Lana.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, all the tag team trainers as well. So your Cynthia Caitlin, your Red and Blue, your Guzma Hala, all those cards, all gone.
Wow, man. This is... It's interesting when a rotation takes out... remember when, the EXs went away or breaks went away? It didn't have that... I don't know. I just think that this is such a more of a profound change, because people have gotten so used to these big, fat, basic Pokemon. I don't know. I think it's interesting. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, we're gonna lose, I believe, Erica from Hidden Fates, all the Prism cards. So no more Tapu Koko, Victini, yeah, all the Prisms. We lose Great Catcher, which is irrelevant at this point. We lose Power Plant, which again is irrelevant because you've got Path to the Peak.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that there's quite a few like very popular stadium cards that are going away as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know we get to we lose Chaotic Swell, which was a big one because that was the card that allowed you to just play like one random stadium because it counted as two because you'd play it, discard their active stadium, and then they'd play another one and it would discard it. So that was always nice to have.
Reset stamp.
Yep, that's a big one.
Dude,
Viridian Forest, because that was from Team Up.
This is gonna be fun. I
yeah,
don't know.
I'm super excited for this. I
think I'm cavalier about this because I know I have a deck. That's why I'm okay with everything. Because I've got a future-proof deck.
Like I've got Ball Guy. I'm pretty good.
That's right. Got Ball Guy. That's so funny. But I don't know. Oh, and I do want to talk about something that was brought up in the Discord. Justin had mentioned he put together like a binder of cards that he'd like to play post rotation. So it's like a post rotation binder. And I kind of thought that was a cool way to prep yourself for the rotation. If you put all those cards that you can use in one spot, so that way, like I love mulling over cards. I just like I'm like you, Adam. I like just touching the cards and separating them and organizing them and looking at them, but putting them in a binder and constantly just flipping through those pages, you kind of get that object permanence of like what cards you have and how you can start connecting the dots between cards. So it'll help you like build a deck. I thought that was a really cool idea to have like a binder of post rotation because, we've had months to really prep for this. We knew it was coming. So
yeah, I have a stack in front of me of all the GX and EX Pokemon that like are out of the format. Like I took those all out of my binder. I basically have one of the four slot binders.
4x4.
Yeah, so you've got, because you can only play 4 of a Pokemon in your deck, so you're never going to need more than 4. So like I have 4 Promo Eternatus. I have 4 Promo Eternatus VMAX. I have 4 of the Gold Eternatus. I only have 3, and then I have 1 of the gold.
You're swagged out, bro.
Yeah, I have 1 of the Gold Eternatus VMAX, but it's like it works out, so it's 4, 4, and 4. It's really nice. And then, you flip the page, you've got 4 Charizard V full arts from, the Champion's Path ETBs. I've got 4 of the EV VMAX. I've got 4 Dittos. I've got 4 Ditto VMAX. So like it looks really nice, and then you can see what you can actually play. So like I only have 2 Corviknight. I don't have any Corviknight VMAXs.
And not for nothing, if you want to run the 4-4 line or 4 line of something and you have them in that 4x4 binder, it's easy to say like, oh, I need 2 of these or I need 1 more of these.
Then
And
like what you can trade for or what you need to like go for. So it's like, oh, I'm missing this and it's from Rebel Clash. I guess I can't be mad. I'm going to get this Rebel Clash pack.
Yeah. But Justin, great idea. I like this idea. But Adam, before we get too far off this and actually we wrap up the show, the last thing I wanted to talk about was, and you kind of alluded to it early on, it seems that probably starting about 2 weeks ago, even within our community, people were like, I'm done with the current standard format. I don't even want to play because I know it's going away. I want to play format rotation forward. And like, wouldn't it be cool if the TCGO... we didn't even talk about TCG Live. Who knows what that's...
Yep.
Yeah, there's too much speculation. We just know a name. But there might be a new TCGO client coming. But whatever. We'll talk about that when we get more info. But what if in TCG Live, right, the new client, let's just inappropriately speculate, there was a preview format. So a month ahead of the actual rotation, you can play in matchmaking using the format that's going to be rotating in. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be sick.
So then you could prep. That would be the best thing ever. Like, I wish they did that because there's no way to regulate it. There's no way to regulate and say, all right, we're going to do, I want open matchmaking right now for just 2022 rotation forward. You can't do it. It would be so cool if they had a preview format. Because, like, Cody, Mythical Hitch, like, they're like, I don't want to play.
Yeah, and you can't just get random games online because people are still playing ADP.
Dude, I played against ADP yesterday. Like, it's still there. It's still there. But no, I just thought that was interesting, and it seems that like end of rotation burnout seems to be a lot stronger now than it has been on past rotations. And maybe it's because of ADP, or maybe people are just that hungry for something new. I don't know, but I just thought that would be cool. What do you think this TCG Live is? What do you think is going on here?
I hope it is something for your phone so you can play, because like Yu-Gi-Oh has a like a really good like vertical, so like top down.
Right.
Like you can play the card game with your phone like standing up. And it's like PTCGO is like a full sideways, like you have to have it horizontal in order to play it. Where I feel like if they could just bring something where you could have quick matches, even if they like did like 4 prize matches, like different ways.
No way. No, whoa. No way. They can't break format. There still has to be parity between IRL tournaments and TCGO tournaments. So I'm with you all the way up until you said change the prizes. Like, it's got to be the same. But yeah, it works on iPad. Why can't I play it on my phone? It's so annoying. Why isn't it on the Switch? Like, dude, if the TCGO client was on the Switch, there would be so many more people playing. Like, so many more people. Like, what is the holdup here? Like, why? What is preventing this from happening?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. But I don't know, Adam. How is your deck going to be affected post rotation? What adjustments do you have to make?
Just a couple of basic Pokemon.
Yeah. So just replacement. You're gonna, is there anything with abilities that you need to like, kind of simulate in another card, or?
Not really.
No. Well, I guess you're all set then, Adam.
Yeah.
I'm all set too. I need to build Ball Guy in TCGO. That's really what I need to do. So that's my next project, because I need to be able to practice with that deck. Because I would love to be decent and competitive using a meme deck. I don't know.
Can do it.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's totally funny. But Adam, that's a show.
Listen, I don't have like the picture to post into the notes, but I did see on PokeBeach that December, like for Japan, December's VMAX Climax, it's going to feature shiny Pokemon, and the dummy card that they have is a Rayquaza VMAX, and it's black.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's going to break the internet.
It will. Yeah. No, and it's like, okay, cool. So that means another shiny set. Hopefully shiny Delibird. Come on, TPCI.
Shiny Vault 2. Then I don't know. That would be crazy.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about celebrations.
We didn't talk about celebrations. The big box. Did you see that collection?
Yeah, with the Pikachu in it.
Oh my. It's so nice.
So over I forgot what day it was, but they announced at GameStop that any pro member, so you'd have to have their like pro membership, could pre-order a day earlier or a couple days early than the general public for the Pokemon 25th anniversary set celebrations. And I walked in and I was able to get everything.
Of course you were, Adam.
and it's like the person immediately to the like next to me ordering, they were already sold out of things within like minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so like they weren't allowed to get, and like then somebody came in behind me and was like, "Can I get this? Can I get that?" And they're like, nope, there's not that left. That's not left. Only this is left. And it was like, oh.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm glad you got in time.
Yeah, so I hope people were able to get in online. I did make that announcement in the Discord, so hopefully that helped everybody.
I got to say, it's so funny in our Discord whenever like someone finds a product somewhere online and it's like they post it in the Discord, like in the TCG channel, and it's just like, go, go, go. And everyone is scrambling, and then they post up like, I got 2, I got 1, I got this, I got that, I didn't get any. Like, it's so funny
that
how
doesn't
often
even
that
exist.
happens. It's so great. It's so great. Yeah, error 404, link not found. It's like, oh, they already pulled it. But Adam, thank you. That was a show.
That was a show.
Before we go, I do want to give thanks to our show supporter tier patrons: Ace Trainers, Adrock, Alex, Andrew, Brian, Brittany, Chad, Carol, Chris, Cody, Eric, Garrett, G-Stacks87, Griggle 788, Harry, Heracross Boss, James, Jason, J. Mackle, Justin, Canso, Cody, Ken, Lynchbot, MD, Mike, M. Pitts, Pokynab, Bot, Purple Pancakes, Ricky, Sam, Smeatwad, Todd, The Noise, and Wood, Woes, Wolf. Thank all of you so incredibly much. We really do appreciate your support. Everyone, check out SpecialConditionsTCG.com for everything going on with the show, PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on with the network. But Adam, if that's it, I believe that's it. Oh, you can email us, info@SpecialConditionsTCG.com. You can leave us a voicemail, 732-835-8639. I think that's really it.
That's it. That's for sure. That's it. Actually, I'm looking in the Discord, and like, Copy Cody had put a link to the V Memories box because that's still up for pre-order, and it's still up for pre-order. You could still pre-order them.
Yeah, just to be canceled tomorrow. You wake up to the email, it says, sorry, your order's been canceled.
Well, I'm sure if you order one, you might be okay. But it's still in the Discord, and it still says you can order one. I mean, I'm not going to, but it says you can.
Yes, you are.
No, I already did. I'm not going to do it again.
Oh, all right, Adam. What should I do if I ever get affected by a special condition?
You should use a full heal, Ken.
All right. Thanks, Adam. Later.
Later.